In this video, we're going to be looking at finding the surface area of prisms. So the first one we're going to look at is a cuboid, which we can see here. Now, the method for finding the surface area of a prism is here in the yellow box. So we draw and label the 2D shapes which make the prism. We work out these areas and then we add the areas together, because the total surface area is all the individual areas of the shape on the outside of it added together. Now there's also a formula in green there which we can use for cuboids, but I'm just going to show you first of all the method in yellow, okay, because we'll need that in later examples. So first of all, okay, I'm going to draw out the front of it here. So you have 12 and 5. And this is the front and the back. So to find the area of this, let's just do 5 by 12, which is 60. And then I'm going to do 60 times 2, which is 120. Notice the times by 2 because the front and the back have the exact same areas, as they are identical rectangles. Okay, next one now, let's do the sides. So that'll be 4 and 5. So 5 times 4 is 20. And then remember we need to times by 2 because there's a right side and a left side. So 20 by 2 is 40. The last one then is the top and bottom. So for that one we'll have 12 and 4. And 4 times 12 is 48. Then remember we need to times by 2 because it's the top and the bottom. And 48 times 2 then is 96. So we have 120, 40, and 96. So let's add all these together. So 120 plus 40 plus 96. And that is equal to 256 centimeters squared. Now we can also use the formula, and now this formula will only work for cuboids. So we have 2 times length by width plus 2 by length times height plus 2 by width times height. And our length is 12, our height is 5, and our width is 4. So we're going to have 2 times 12 times 4 plus 2 times 12 times 5 plus 2 times 4 times 5. So working this out, we'll have 96 plus 120 plus 40. And then when we add those together, we're going to get 256 centimeters squared. So the exact same answer as doing it the other way. Okay, and again, this will only work for cuboids. Okay, so in this one here, we need to work out the surface area. And now for this, we're going to have to draw out the different 2D shapes. So first of all, we have the front, which is a triangle. So 6, height of 4. Remember then, the area of a triangle is half the base times the height. So I have a half times 6 by 4. And this is 12. Now remember, the triangle is going to be the same for the front and the back. So let's just times that by 2 then. So that is 24 meters squared. Okay, so now for the sides. Okay, so this bit here, I'm going to have 15 and 5. So 5 times 15 is 75. And then in this one, the right side is the same as the left side. So 75 times 2 is 150 meters squared. So now there's just one left, and that is the base And now there's only one base, so I won't have to times this by 2. So I'm going to have 6 times 15, and that is 80. So now let's add up all of these areas. So I have 24 plus 80 plus 150, and that is equal to 264 meters squared. Okay, we'll do one more. So before we work out this one, we need to work out the missing slant height here. So I'm going to call it h because it's a hypotenuse for this right angle triangle. So let's get that one first. So h squared is going to be equal to 3 squared plus 4 squared. So h squared is going to be equal to 25. So h then is the square root of 25, so h then is 5. So now we can start to work out the surface area. So first of all, we have the front, which is a triangle. So half the base times the height. So half times 4 by 3 will be 6. Then remember to times your answer by 2 because the front and the back are the same. So that'll be 12 centimeters squared. Now I'm going to do the base, which will be 7 and 4. So 4 times 7 is 28 centimeters squared. Okay, so let me just write in as well that is the base. Okay, so now the right side, I'm going to have 7 and 5. And 5 times 7 is 35 centimeters squared. Now I'm just left with the left side, which will be 7 and 3. And 3 times 7 is 21 centimeters squared. So now I have all my individual areas. So let's add those together. So 12 plus 28 plus 35 plus 21, and that is equal to 96 centimeters squared. And there's our answer.